Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah. Welcome to 1213 Prescott Way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when we post another video. A video. A video. Video. Welcome to another episode. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm excited because I had my leftovers from yesterday, last night. Last minute thought, I made some roasted potatoes and salmon with some butter garlic salmon with greens, mustard, and what other? Turnip greens. Mmm. And thank goodness I am hungry. Mm, mm. I can do a thumbnail. Mm. So good, so good. I ate a little bit last night. Because I wanted it for today, actually, for lunch. I ate half of my salmon and some green beans. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I haven't had salmon in a while. I had a salmon casserole about 2 weeks ago. Mm. So good. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. You know, for a Friday, it's been busy since I got here. And today is my oldest son. I have two sons only. And it's my oldest son's birthday today, September 20th. Woohoo! He flew, which I knew he would. Well, he did tell me that's what he was going to do. To Washington to visit his girlfriend. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. And I spoke with him and his girlfriend for a while. Per usual, told them to be safe, have fun, you know. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Very filling, but I know I will finish this today. I won't say one sitting, but it will be today. Mm. Tea, tea if you couldn't hear me. It's regular Lipton. Whew. And of course, I'd wait for it to cool off. I've never seen anyone drink tea like David. As soon as he gets it, he downs it. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I cannot. Get mine ahead of time, wait for it to cool off. Ooh, shouldn't have drank that. Now I'm getting full. Take another bite. Look at that. Mm, mm, so good. Let me tell you a little story about my birth of my son. Um, where I almost was unalived. But I think I've told you in past videos that I had blood clots that went to my heart and lungs after I gave birth to him. So when his birthday comes around, it just reminds me of how grateful I am to be able to see him grow up and to be his age that he is now. I had him on Sunday morning at 11:33 a.m. to be exact. And then so fast forward to Monday, I spoke with my mom. I called her, and she said she was going to come at about 1 p.m. so that we could watch One Life to Live together. So as I'm waiting for her, all of a sudden I couldn't breathe, and I buzzed the nurse, and she came and sat me up. And so I was able to, catch my breath and breathe. So I'm watching TV. It was All My Children because that came on at noon. So I was watching that. And then, so then all of a sudden I felt I couldn't breathe again. It happened again. And I'm buzzing the nurse. And she came in, and all I remember is her sitting me up. And then I passed out. And then when I came to, I remember hearing my mom said, she opened her eyes. And I'm like, what the heck? And I felt I had the ventilator down my throat. And then I looked, I had two IVs in both wrists. And I had the oxygen in my nose. And so, just coming to, the last thing I remember is me in the hospital, in my room, my hospital room. And so I woke up and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And my mom, like I said, she was like, she opened her eyes. I'm like, I was only sleeping. So of course I'm going to open my eyes. You know what I mean? Not knowing the severity of everything. So long story short on that end, they tell me that I had blood clot that broke off from my C-section after having my son. Because I had to have an emergency C-section because I was 3 weeks overdue with him. And as I was telling them, I knew when my last period was. They were trying to tell me because I was small that I wasn't as far along as I was. So, anyway, so unbeknownst to me, while I was out, the doctor told my mom to call my father. This was when I was in Sacramento, and my father was in Las Vegas, and the doctor told my mom to call my father to tell him to come to see me because I am not going to make it. And so when I woke up, they were amazed. I guess they thought that I was going to stay. I don't know. I don't know. Unconscious. I don't know. So now that I'm awake, the my gynecologist, of course, wanted me to rest because I just had a C-section, and then my cardiologist wanted me to walk. He told me to walk in the hallways. I was in the cardio care unit, and so I had to walk with a pillow pressing up against my C-section, and I was all bent over and I was walking and I had my oxygen with me, and then there were other patients walking up and down the aisle, and I am not exaggerating, but they were all at least over 70, and mind you, I am 20 at the time. So this was kind of awkward to me, walking and being on a floor where these patients were elderly. So after I was taken out of the hospital, um, I had to follow up with my cardiologist. And at my first appointment with him, he told me that I'd have to see a cardiologist for the rest of my life, take heart medication for the rest of my life. And I was taking blood thinners, um, something else. So as he was talking to me, it was like he was talking like on Charlie Brown, wah 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 wah, because I'm like, blood thinners, heart medication, cardiologist. I thought that was just a temporary thing until I got, a month or two out of the hospital, and then I'd go back to normal. But he was saying no, and I'm not one to take pills. If anyone knows me, I have to be literally almost non existent. Then I will break down or in the greatest pain that I've ever experienced. Then I will take something to alleviate the pain. But other than that, I'll let a headache subside. I'll let cramps subside. I'll let whatever pain I'm going through, you know. So that's why when he was saying that, I was like, you got the wrong sister. And so the next month, I went back, same routine, checked my heart, blah, blah, blah. The third month, I went back and he came back in the room. He was like, he goes, this is your last visit with me. Your heart is perfectly fine. You don't need to take the heart medication anymore. You don't need to take the blood thinners anymore. And you don't need to see me anymore. I was totally released. And I was like, thank you very much. I knew that. I don't know why you didn't know that. And so so we stayed in the hospital 8 days. Because I I wanted my son with me, and he stayed in my room with me. So of course they didn't release him to my mom or anything. They just let him stay in my room for the 8 days until I was cleared to leave, and then follow up, like I said, with that cardiologist. And that has been 37 years, and I haven't had any issues since. So I know that the thought is very powerful. Every time I think about, when they say, stop saying negative things, stop, putting stuff out there. It is totally, totally true, because I go back to that moment when this professional that sees heart patients on a daily, because that's his specialty, is telling me this, and I refute it. I was like, not me. And sure enough, that's exactly what the outcome was. Just repaired my own being. And that reminds me of when David was, actually, I'll let that be another video. Instead of putting him out there, I'll let him tell you guys about that experience, which was about the same. So, you guys, thank you so much, so much, so much for joining me and supporting the channel as usual. And if you have not already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when we post another video. A video. A video. Video. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And I will see you on the next video. Love you. Peace. Bye.